Hello, viewers. Of course, on how they watch we on TV Salon and we don't come back today with another edition of the program Beyond the Headlines, live on Facebook, on YouTube, even on websites and the various channels where they get to it from. Me, now your host, producer, and presenter Alpha Kamara, and remember say today, now the 23rd day of March, 2025. For people we remember history, it's a very important day in the history of Salon because March 23rd, 1991, na in the RAF then fired the first gunshot na Bomaro village, Kailaon district, and that was the last up to 11 years and killed plenty of people and destroy a lot of things. So welcome to the program Beyond the Headlines. So in the program today, we'll look a little bit about Salon history and see if the country don't learn anything from that. If not, how they will learn from the past. And also, one new report don't come out, we say Salon is amongst the most unhappy countries in the world, which means people in a Salon not happy. In fact, we're at the bottom of the unhappiness countries in the world. Why and how they take, put the report together. We'll talk more on that. And in the program, of course, we get Today in History, we get the African news, and we'll discuss more. Unfortunately, me other colleague then today know there than a single PM by Bured and they behind the camera, they helping the production, but I not go come live. Okay. But we continue the program and we're live on Facebook and YouTube, both on TV Salon and We Yard. Don't forget to say like, share, and be part of the discussion. This program there for you. All right. Once again, I say today, March 23rd, 2025, 34 years ago. They fired the first gunshot in Bomaro village, Kailaon district, where the area of rebel war been begin and it ravaged that country for 11 years. We'll look more into that and see if the country don't learn anything. All right? Stay with us and the program are Beyond Headlines. And family members say, will they put your comments? Because I will read some of the comment them as when they put them live on Facebook and YouTube. The question is, Salon don't learn from the 11-year civil conflict, where some people are in a senseless war. The country don't learn anything from that. What do you think? Put your comments if Salon or the Gwanda and Modena power don't learn anything from the 11-year civil conflict. Put your comment. Also, they say Salon are the most unhappy country in the world. Why you think say the country, the people are not happy? Put your comments. We will look at them comment and then we'll read some inside the program. All right? Stay with the program Beyond the Headlines on TV Salon and We Are. But first, we could take the African news. All right? We'll come back after the news. Hello and welcome to the African News live on TV Salon and We Yard. We start in Burkina Faso as the country has announced its decision to sever ties with France, ending its involvement in the French-led alliance designed to strengthen relations between France and its former colonies.
Headquartered in French capital Paris, the OIF member states share French as a common language. In its letter to Paris, Bamako said it could not remain a member of an organization whose actions are incompatible with constitutional principles of Mali. Mali's exit from OIF comes a day after its Sahel neighbor Niger also announced its interests of France. Burkina Faso's official news agency AIB reported on Tuesday that the government of Burkina Faso officially submitted its OIF exit notice on February 28, 2025. According to AIB, the government of Burkina Faso was concerned that OIF had deviated from its original mission of promoting cultural and technical cooperation and instead became a biased instrument of political manipulation. Ouagadougou added that it could not continue being part of an organization that no longer aligns with Burkina Faso's legitimate expectations in terms of justice, equality, and fairness.
In Sierra Leone, frequent power outages in the capital Freetown has become a major topic of concern.
ETSA further says that crucial power generating equipment are undergoing repairs and will be available in the coming months. In a recent statement, the power regulator said, Due to dry season, Bumbuna Hydroelectric Power Station operates at less than a quarter of its peak capacity, limiting ETSA's electricity supply. Bumbuna Hydropower Station in Sierra Leone's northern province can generate up to 55 megawatts of electricity. Sierra Leone's total power generation countrywide is less than 150 megawatts, which is substantially low for its 8.5 million people. A megawatt of power can serve approximately 650 average homes. In its statement dated March 10, 2025, ETSA said it could only meet 65% of electricity peak demand in Sierra Leone's western area, which is the most populated region in the country and hosts the capital city, Freetown. The western area is home to 1.4 million people. ETSA consequently said it would implement load shedding, a term referring to power rationing.
Meanwhile, police in Zambia are advising the public to avoid participating in protests calling for constitutional amendments.
President Hakainde Hichilema recently said Zambia's 2016 constitution needs amendment to address legal gaps, create new administrative constituencies, and enable more women secure legislative seats. Currently, Zambian women lawmakers are 16% of Zambia's 164-member National Assembly. The country's opposition says President Hichilema is using delimitation and increasing women's representation as a disguise to introduce clauses that would firm his grip on power.
Back here in the US, Sierra Leone is currently leading the regional jollof rice competition held in the DMV area.
I mean, I'm honored, not only because this is not about Maven's Kitchen or myself, this is me representing an entire nation. And so that is, to me, it's an honor, and it's been an overwhelming feeling.
So there's been this big debate about the best jollof rice. Who has the best jollof rice? I have to be honest with you. I have a soft spot for Senegal's jollof rice. However, you won this prize, and you have this meal here. It smells so good. I'm going to taste it. Maybe you will change my mind today. So how many people competed in this?
I believe about 5 people, but the final 4, it was final 4 that went to the final.
Yes, because when I read about this competition, there were hundreds of people who really applied to compete. So you did well. Congratulations. And now, did you win because Sierra Leone has the best jollof rice, or do you have a secret ingredient?
I mean, both of it, of course, but most importantly, this win, it was a blind taste win. Okay. So none of we didn't present our jollof based on our countries. It was based on colors, so it could be fair.
Okay.
So it's definitely taste, and yes, Sierra Leone. Different combination of things that you put in there to make sure that this rice has a specific flavor that, you know, it just mouth-watering.
It is mouth-watering, and yes. I'm going to taste it. I will be your next judge and tell you.
Yes.
This is delicious.
And that wraps up the African news on TV Salon. I'm Alpha Kamal. Well, of course, listeners and viewers, that now be the African news on TV Salon and We Had. And what a good way, actually, for end the African news wrap up, because Salon don't make name as far as the jollof rice competition concerned at the DMV area, than Maryland, Virginia, and the USA. So, you know, at least, and Salon jollof not the best, because, you know, all this always discussion they go on about whose country get the best jollof. Some they say na Senegal, some they say na Gambia, Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria. But Sierra Leone jollof rice always on the win the best jollof rice competition in Africa. So kudos to Sierra Leone. All right. Now, Salon, they are among the world's unhappy countries in the world. What's it make you feel say we country not happy? All right. But first, I could go to the report and read in English within the report say based on how they publish them. The world's happiest country has managed to keep its spot number 1 ranking for 8 years running. All right. This picture other countries low, including the US. Of course, the US then the 20 in the world's unhappiness report. While Finland once again tops the world happiness report ranking, the United States at number 24, and its lowest ranking Yet in 2025 report, the 13th edition of the annual report marks the United Nations International Day of Happiness on March 20th. The US and parts of Europe, decline in happiness and social trust have contributed significantly to the rise of political polarization and votes against the system, the report finds. But in brighter news, global research shows that people are much more kinder than we expect. People's fellow citizens are better than they think they are, and to realize that this will make you happier, of course, but it's also changed the way you think about your neighbors, said John Helliwell, a founding editor of the World's Happiness Report. All right, I know we read all, but then just the key thing about the report. What did the report say is about, and they look at key indicators then on how they track countries' happiness. All right, and this particular report for this year, they call them sharing is caring. And the theme for the report, sharing is caring, which is how people are willing and get the power for share with their neighbors and other people and that the world. We like the theme for the report. But not only that, they look into a lot of other things what we're going to. Okay. But first, let's tell you, say, Salon then at the bottom two. Because when they put the country, then they put them in categories. You get the top happy countries, the first 20, where Finland can number one, and Holland consolidated to the 20. Then they put the second happiest countries, we are from 20 to 40. All right. Take to the first 50 countries and are the first 50 happy countries in the world. After that, then come to the unhappy part, which is now the most unhappy countries in the world. They even get the first, 50, and then come to the second 50, actually the first 20 and the second 20. And Salon Day, now the second 20. As a matter of fact, Salon Day 147 out of 148 countries where they survey as being the most unhappy country in the world. So the only country is Salon pass in terms of happiness, according to the report of 2025. And mind you, this report track from 2023, 2024, and 2025. They put up 2022, 2023, and 2024. Now, after every 3 years, the report will come out. So this particular report will come also. The track can begin from 2022, 2023, 2024. Now that report they put out inside 2025. And Salon, like I say, it is amongst the most unhappy countries in the world. The only country where we pass now Afghanistan, we still lay in instability and war. But all the other countries, them, all the neighboring countries, them, all in neighbor them, Guinea, Liberia, the Gambia, Ghana, Nigeria, all the countries they are above in terms of as far as happiness is concerned. So which is a concern. All right. Now, somebody say we get some good news. Congratulations on the jollof rice. That from Baba Kamara. We did on YouTube. Now, like we talk about how this report then put together. Continue for put your comments. Now Facebook and even up now we YouTube, that I will continue for reading. But I just want to read a little bit. Waiting how they put this report together. All right. First, like I say, the title of the report, then call them sharing is caring. The power and how people are willing for share with their neighbors. How people are willing for share what they get with other person, now the title of the report. Okay. Now, shared meals. Within a shared meal, you get something for it. Or you don't get something for it, you don't eat, you don't bel full. Or even if you're not bel full, how are you willing for share with your neighbor or your party? Because like I said, the theme sharing is caring, but not just not the theme. They're looking into different issues. All right. For example, looking at the how much money they live in the country, then find out say people where they live alone. For example, people where they live then one. Let's say you don't know house now, you one daily no more. They're unhappy. Most of them are not happy at all. People where they live there, not just in one day house. And say most of them in the day, people in our border, but people in there when they one day in their house. Now more, of course, then they high. And Salon, we know say most of we get families, right? And family who say get mama, papa, picking them, or grandpa, grandma, auntie, uncle, and once in a while. When they do together, even if they don't get much, then they're happy. All right, then another indicator. Now let's look at the corruption, the perception of corruption in the country according to the people. Then they talk to the people and for getting perception about corruption, how the country corrupt, how the governance system corrupt, in terms of like all it's in the normal way the media don't they report, people in our government, how they take money or thief money, they're not accountable. Some money kind of power, sometimes a Honda you get, even get Honda. Instead of 2-3 years, you don't build 5, 6, 7 hours. So all they see like Salon, for example, how people already build house in the last couple of years. People just they go and build. See some man get 5, 6, 7 house. With some of we don't they work throughout for life, take to this level, maybe we only get one house or one land over the years. Just an example. But some money can inside government, you don't build 5, 6 house inside 2-3 years. So corruption now part of the thing where they use for assess people happiness. So people feel say, hey, me, I not able to get nothing. Pastor go inside government or go inside go support party. Now I'm going to make me pot boil. People are unhappy because of that. Or the one the way they day and they enjoy me not get nothing for do. Me people and me always sleep angry. Now unhappiness. The next issue is the quality of health. Quality of health care. How people they get access to help when you sick. I go able to get medicine quick. You understand? You able to get medicine quick when you sick. Okay, take the case of Salon for example. All right, let's say person he get heart attack for them. All right, other country there like the US now, they call 911. The response time will be within 5 minutes or less. By the time something happen, you call 911 inside 5 minutes or less. The first response for don't reach there, whether an ambulance, police, fire, or whatever. All right, Salon if somebody get emergency, you call for emergency response. How long did it take? We're not in the country, we're not able to tell you more. Let's say somebody get heart attack, or somebody who's the born, or somebody in West, maybe one born, in Bele the heart now house, a call ambulance, to let the ambulance response. How quick, how fast, to let the able give that response there. Now other issue we then use for calculate the happiness, by countries. Think about that. Because for some people they say, oh, this and that, maybe they report bias and all of that, but just to tell you the indicators and the survey and the perception and the data we they use for generate the World Happiness Report. All right. The next point they talk about unemployment. Almost per we na Salon we get job. All right, whether na government or private job, but when you ask call say why the work we months done or we 2 week done, are they able get me pay? Why they able take care of myself and my family? And most people can get job. And most people can get work. Whether na the government side or na the private sector, then most people they will not get work at all. Think about it. If you not get work, you not get nothing for do for feed your family, for take care of yourself and do what you for do, you go be happy. Think about that. Unemployment, now the indicator or factor where they determine person in happiness. If you not get job, you not get work for do, how you will get money for take care of yourself and your family. Think about that. Also, even in terms of quality of decision making, people can get the right for choose and take decision on their own without the influence of the authorities or people holding a power or holding a position. What did this mean? Let's say, for example, you want to take a decision, say, I want to send my picking go private school, for example. You're able to take a decision there if you not get nothing. Even let's say, even the choice of headman, let's say, you then at that village, they use you and when all we like that headman, they want to say, this headman now want for choose. All right? It's realistic for them able to choose that headman there, where politics not go play parts. Or person within a power now come, he can use money and change people influence, or maybe then corrupt the system. Look at an example to maybe the last election, where people can go out and go vote. All right, at the end of the vote, then feel so go vote, for the next president. At the end of the day, we then read the election results, look what it commodity. So how people they take part in decision making, they're able to take part in quality decision making, will not be influenced by something else. All right, in another thing. The other thing is inequality. Inequality is wherein people in the field say they want the other and they enjoy more, we know they enjoy. Even though me educated, I get book learning, I know what they do, me not to Christmas, and they contribute enough, I did mean a good citizen, but because me not there with the system, then why they do this, even though they do wrong, then they left there. Me, if I do them, then they hold me. Or even if then they do waiting past me on, then they left them and they still they hold me. So inequality in terms of anything, resources, how for share resources. Let's say government get 50 million. How then they share that 50 million there for everybody able get access and eat them, and able, get equal share of that 50 million. All right. Now even talk about rights. People indeed in the protest, how do they respond to them? So people are just for their rights and they ask about certain things, but how do they respond? Now, another indicator of how they use for determine the happiness report. Another issue is about kindness. Like I talk about kindness, the report entitled on sharing is caring. Kindness, how people can be kind to one another. All right, within that kindness, Allah say, and say be good to one another, right? Or like the golden rule of the Bible, do unto others as you want others to do unto you. Are you kind to one another? Lord say, you see somebody in picking a treat, if they work and not get food, so you not get food. How kind are you if you get, for making help them? Say, hey, this picking not get food, maybe me get 2 pairs, so maybe picking get 2 pairs, so I get one. All right? Or somebody they not get nothing for it now, your neighbor. You get stacks and stacks and stacks of bags of rice. You'll get mine say, bo, let be kind to my neighbor because a good neighbor hold me and they me get 10 bag rice where at least I go able to eat for the next 10 months. Let put 1 bag rice, they like give them my neighbor. How kind are we? All right. Down the back, good done, na salon. It is inside this report. Trust in the systems. The trust in the system, another indicator. People entrust the system wouldn't get, whether it's the police, whether it's the military, whether it's the judiciary, whether it's the media, whether it's the one the way they have power, and so on. The trust that people can get in the systems, particularly the police, because police then especially highlighted, are the police trusted? People can come, police response in different things. People can trust the police, in what they do. All right. Another indicator. If yes, all right. Well, as far as this particular report concerned, put together the trust for the police in Salone go down. All right. The other point we also want to make a note: money in the pocket. How much money people can get in a pocket? If you get money in a pocket, but this, of course, say either in connection with I talk about employment just now or jobs, right? If you get money in your pocket, all right, say I like not to book one, but say at least every day I get maybe 20 or 30,000 loans in my pocket if I want to go work myself. In case anything for buy colata, or maybe I see something I want to buy for my picking, I get 20 or 30,000 in my pocket what I can able to buy for my picking. So then again, money in the pocket where will make somebody at least feel safe and secure. So if anything happen, I get 50,000 loans in my pocket, I can able maybe for that meantime I'm able to sustain myself until something else happen down the back it low. So put all this together, now in generate the World Happiness Report. And like I say, now 3 years, 2022, 2023, 2024. Now the report improved now in 2025 as March 20, now UN World Happiness Report. And Salah Uday now the bottom, 147 out of 148. Unfortunately, but that's the reality. The only country where we pass now Afghanistan, we're still in war and transition. But all we neighbor then we talk about happiness, in past week. So now these are the indicators them we then put together, we make Salon there amongst the world's unhappy countries in 2025 when a 3-year report. The politician and for countries maybe we can tell now something different. But take on from me the report now 3 years, 2022, 2023, 2024, continuously, the report and put inside 2025. All right? And it puts you in a very bad light. Salon happy people, we're not happy people, we don't need much. Someone just needs something for it. Someone just need, for able to take care of in Peking. But why we don't fall so low on the world, report in terms of happiness? You say here the comments, and share. But now the report will come out. And they watch we live, the program now beyond the headlines, live on TV Salon and we had. Alpha, your host and producer, now with DC Studios. All right. Don't forget say today, March 23, 1991, na aim the rebel and fire the first gunshot na Salon Abomaro, Kalang, district. The country don't learn any lesson. You see this person where they na the screen so now one of the amputee war victims, Alhaji Jusu Jaka. I've been interviewing this part, the BBC, for talk about the story of the war and the memories. All right. For example, this part and dozen others then cut their hand there for nothing. Rebel income, then cut their hand, then burn them property, then rape, then thief people and stuff them, then thief their money, then do some kind of bad thing there. Like Alagi Joshua Zakarawi, the CISO, for example, well, like I say, I interviewed during Wabite BBC in a salon, him, now for him wealth, all right? The rebel them wanting wealth, the wealth not be found money get, the rebel them wanting wealth, and, as a man, especially a traditional man, he's supposed to protect him wealth. So he resists the rebel them for letting not taking wealth. In the process, the rebel end up for cutting hand. And not only a lot of other people and they will also suffer this campaign through the 11-year civil war in Salon. All right, until 2002, where the war done. Now, 34 years moving forward, Salon don't learn any lesson from the war. Salon don't learn any lesson from this. All right, I also give you the question for make yourself respond to that. All right, you watch you live on TV Salon in Riyadh, and I just want to go now the comment section and try to take some comment. All right, somebody they say, I say Salon a sinkhole. You say how we get to this? With all this to happen, it's still they ask how we get into this. All right. Somebody Regina saw they say good evening at this family house we had. Baba Kamara they say ambulance no get fuel. They say ambulance no get fuel. So how they expect even Hole respond? Ambulance no get fuel, na your own Salon. So how they expect even for them respond, to where people can call. Christiana Koroma they say Fambula una kushel I go sorry for we but Salon. They say they got a pay. Baba Kamara say he say he even thinks that they unfair to Afghanistan. He say as far as in concerned, Afghanistan maybe still for them pass Salon. Anna too they say good evening we had family. Josephine Kabo they say wow God please save our country and the land of Mama Salon. Ras Kamara they say greeting kings and queens of this kingdom. And he also they say make you like and share the program. Yeah. So all of this they happen with beloved country who call Salon, Mama Salon. But like I say, March 23rd, 1991, inside Bomaru village, Kailang district, the RAF rebels of Wode Sanko and Inko then fired the first gunshot. And that fete take place for 11 years. Take and a Freetown. The time when the war began in 1991, I been primary school. I've been too small, right? And that will continue throughout, we are a teenager and so on. So I think say I therefore reflect on some things that already happen in that country. Why we still there, also there. And even when I post about the war, and even this unhappiness report, like go on my Facebook page. I see some people let me the comments also. Like I just try for bring them on and they Abubakar, they say where the majority of the people will not go afford day meal. They say, and therefore be unhappy. He say because hungry person, angry person, and are from Abubakar Bangura. Then Free Bangura, they say it brings us all deep sorrow for read this. He say this not a good report for Salon. Say because not to even good news for make we read them. He say it despicable to all of us to allow our beloved republic to become an even sad place to live than all the following countries which are currently embroiled in bloody and active war. Like you talk about the issue of, like I say, Afghanistan is still a pamphlet, not a normal pass. As of March 23, 2025, several countries are experiencing active armed conflict, including Syria, Yemen, Myanmar, Somalia, and Central African Republic, and Sudan, among others. They say, but why the one they are all then pass away as far as happiness is concerned? Then I'm from Free Bangura. Toure, they say, that's bias ranking. Salon should be 147. This person says Salon for even can last. You know for can second to last. He said because based on what's in the scene of the country, Salon for even come in it will be 147 instead of even the 146 for pass. So Famulem, that are the reports, and maybe the producer maybe go project them. Because I've been trying for even look at the reports and maybe try for shade a little bit on how the country then they because the country already above we in Lebanon, then we the next, then after that Afghanistan. The producer, the technician get the picture. Maybe go show you how the three countries they are within at the bottom, and also you go see how they evaluate the country then like I been on return just now. Instead the technician probably go put them up because the report look at 6 key variables. Okay, look at the country then. All right, this now the bottom three. This way is on the screen. Now the bottom three unhappy countries in the world. Lebanon in the 145, Sierra Leone, as you see, in the 146, and Afghanistan, the 147. So these are the bottom three unhappy countries in the world. How they rank in it because they rank, 147 countries with the 146 out of 147. All right, and they look the minus how don't go down, over the period, especially for the last 3 years, minus 1.320. They could only go down. Like the happiness always they go down. All right, and like I've been over to you, they rank the countries based on the producer also gets and maybe go put them for you live. The report look at 6 key variables that I've already just now for help maintain life expectation. The GDP per capita, which is the most person they make, all right, and also they talk about the social support, how the country, the social support, the social structures, the health, education, and all of that, all right. Healthy life expectancy. We're not salon life expectancy right now. Life expectancy means how long people in the live. All right. Okay, let's just look at quick. Life expectancy in a salon. I think it's around 60. Life expectancy in a salon right now. That is how almost year people in the live. All right. I just look at them quick for make us see the analysis. The life expectancy in a salon, and a 60-59. All right. So which means if you pass 60 years in a salon, or if you pass 59 years in a salon, if you're a man, all right, you pass 59 years and say you don't live long. Or if you're a woman, you passed 60 to 61 years, 60 to 65 years, you don't live long. You know what that mean? Which means salon, the life expectancy they between, if you're a man, God help you, you reach 59 or 60 years, you don't live long. If you're a woman, you don't live 60 to 65 years, you don't live long. With other country, then the life expectancy is higher. So people talk about 90, 95, and so on and so forth. So that's the life expectancy. So the report look at that, the life expectancy, the freedom. I don't talk about freedom just now, right? Rights, injustice, generosity, and perception of corruption. Generosity. I most people then willing for give. I go be generous for give, get. All right? How? I go give, get. You can't give what you don't have, right? So put in all of that makes salon unhappy. All right, so let's read more. Reverend Christina Koromade says salon still not yet for all we the sample then they, so all of this in they say salon will even learn nothing. All right. I look for more comments. Add the comments now the comment section. I go read them. We'll be live on YouTube. Riyadh and TV Salon, and we look at Salon 23rd March 2025 today. Remember, I said 34 years ago, the rebel fired the first gunshot in the Bomaru Kalaon district, and that war day last up to 2002, 11 years. And after that, where the war even done from 2002 to now, all right, the country don't learn anything with all what they going right now, injustice, human rights violations, people are not getting, rights for make decisions. Decisions are always influenced by one thing or the other, and so on and so forth. Life expectancy, health, all right. Online, they say, put Salon, now the second to last unhappy countries in the world, all right. A report will span from 2022, 2023, 2024. And they can launch inside 2025. The next report get for Common 2025, 2026, 2027. By 2028, and we pull the next report. What do we need for do or improve on the happiness of the country? Think about it. The time now at 10 minutes on past 6. The program now beyond the headlines, right? Live on TV Salon and we had in the country now. we they ask, why Salon be amongst the unhappy countries in the world? Why? What you need for do for change that? At the comment section, me na Alpha, and now na time for me to take a review. 1 minute down memory lane and a minute down history. We learn from the history, so we know what we say, we go right. So make we take history, and I'll come back after a day in history. Yes, of course, viewers, that now being a review down memory lane, a minute down history, and of course, like we say, we will capture the issue of the rebel war, 23rd March 1991, and also don't forget saying inside March 2015, my former president Anesbai Kuruma been sacked, Chief Sam Sumana. He put Chief Sam Sumana and replaced him with Victor Bokarifo, and also inside March 2015, remember the Ebola quarantine? Yes, inside March 2015, we get some big Ebola quarantine at Freetown, where they be quarantine in other parts of the country. That's how Ebola been scattered. So they be quarantine about 2.5 million people in the country because of the Ebola scourge. All right. All land they will capture inside the moment in history. But so they continue the program now beyond the headlines, live on TV Salon and Riyadh. And unfortunately today, like I say, my colleague, they're not there with me, but I'll continue for looking to the issue. Salon today, March 23rd, 2025. Now, this day, 1991, the rebel they attacked Bomarutong, Nakailang district, and that war lasts for 11 years. Just now been project the picture of our large Jusu Jaka, where they be cutting because the rebel them one taking wealth, and Ibn Tawase, they are not taking wealth and cutting and not only we get dozens of other people who suffer the same fate from the rebels. So they just cut their hand there for nothing. They're not to be politician them, they're not be they enjoy power, they're not been just peaceful and innocent civilians, but then cut their hand there and just disfigure them for life. Then people are still there. They get support. All right. Government get any something for supporting families and they one way lost their hand during the war. I don't know about that of recent. So I'll look quick for forget. Now make once a follow go to history. So yes, 34 years with the rebel attack Salon, March 23rd, 1991. The war done 2002. After that to now, where the war done. Salon don't learn any lesson. All right. And some people be even saying a senseless war and all the things that will happen because what did the rebel be fed for? They say they're fed for corruption and whatever, but is it really? Because like you go court people and in a village, what's the end they do? If you say fed corruption and bad governance and all thing, but the one they all get power internally, they all, most of them left the country. Some of them still even they rule now. But then go court poor people and in a village. So if you say a bad governance and effect, or now something more than the effect for their own pockets or for their own greediness. But yeah, moving down the line, we'll learn anything from the history. It's like you can put your comments. Add a comment on YouTube, live on TV Salon and Riyadh. All right. Somebody just see this comment. They say, you talk about health at Salon. They say the ambulance themselves where they know they work fine, which means they're all faulty. So how ambulance be able to respond to health? All right. And I'll come back to the issue of the life expectancy we are talking about. Like I say, if you're a man, you don't pass 55 to 60 year, you don't get long life. If you're a woman, if you don't pass 60 to 65 year, you don't get long life in a salon. Life expectancy. Where other countries there, people in the old say 100 year, 90 something year. I don't know, the oldest man is salon right now, almost old. Salon, people are not the old better, you know. And we always see somebody around 60 or 60 something and say, don't develop countries, they talk about people in the old 100 and something year old, right? And most people in Nasala right now, let's say maybe 95-year old. In Boku, I'm not sure about that. Okay. So, which means the life expectancy is low because of the quality of health. I can give an example just now. If somebody get heart attack, if I don't, then call response. Now we'll see how popular artist Lance Sheriff Steady Bongo were involved in an accident. All right, he died because response not being prompt. Take the pull and they carry and go give response. He lost his life, and not only him, a lot of people have lost their life because of healthcare. It can be you, it can be me on person or you on person or whoever. But our country with all the mineral resources, small country, 7.5 million, we don't even have to take care of a lot of minerals, arable land, still within the bottom, second most unhappiest country in the world. Why? Ask yourself that question there. So we some people in the talk and discuss all here, and also because no like the country, but the point is, it's just too much. The people of Salon, don't go through over the years. The war, the Ebola, cholera, mudslide na freedom, COVID-19, now, governance, security, brutality, and all of that. The country don't go through a lot. Politicians, and then no more, Salon are the country where it hard for you come outside, then see potential in you to help you develop. Only God knows they help you. You have to be connected to somebody. We connected to somebody. All right. Maybe some of you now could talk, freely and fairly because we are not connected to somebody with powers that be, or when I push you say go be under, or I pay you school fees or whatever. Now through your own hard effort, poor families, hard work, and luck with God in blessing. Make way with you so. But apart from that, you have to be connected or belong one way or the other. So all NCR they put the country in a very bad light. So if then can't report that they come on, the country being unhappy, not surprised. I don't think they look into, the index for put the report together. All right. And we'll go back to the report and continue for it. Like I say, a key thing is about sharing is caring. All right. How people are willing for share. How most people are willing for share with a company. How you able to share when you don't get nothing? Okay. How you able to share? You cannot give what you don't have. Okay. So I'll go to the bottom. So the ranking is based on the ranking is based on the country ladder, a life evaluation metric used in the Gallup World Poll, which surveys more than 100 people in 140 countries and territories. So, which means, with a year is about Salon, over 100 people talk about it. Participants are asked to rate their lives on a scale of 0 to 10, and they ask you for rate your life. Now, what am I? And they ask, do you rate your life from 0 to 10? With 0 representing the worst possible life imaginable and 10 the best. So, when they ask you, for example, health, how you go rate yourself in terms of health in your country? 0 to 10. All right. Then go ask you, rate yourself in terms of education. How you go rate yourself in the country? Corruption. Emergency response. If something happen, how then go able response. Rate yourself. Put all of that together. All right. Then put the report together. All right. So I think say that not thing for make it sinking as today, March 23. We talk about, the war in Salon when today been begin, 1991. How we will change, that kind perception there on how we country there. How can we change them? What do you want to think? Right? But the program now beyond the headlines. The program will let you will get like 9 more minutes because at past the program will end. But let's talk about, waiting and waiting the go on a salon. Remember, outside just now inside the African news, we captured the issue of the blackout. That's again another thing. If we talk about blackout, what our country then did, they think about how even for reduce the power when they use and begin sending to other countries. Inside the 21st century, we still talk about blackout. Even in Freetown alone, Freetown is, let's say, 1.5 million people plus minus. 1.5 million people plus minus Freetown. Still, we country will not able to provide electricity, light no day for just the capital city, Freetown. All starts from there. This is the 21st century, 2025. Where other countries, they even members say, hey, the light will produce you 2 months. We don't need that. We need for even begin supply other countries, the neighboring countries, with something as basic as electricity for the capital city, Freetown. Still not there. How about water? Water for drink. From the internet, some of who they go school, where you the worker go to water na 5 gallon, come before you study, come put on 30 days, the same thing they happen. Right? The same thing. Go to water, work on a hill, grab early morning, go to water, come put on with 5 rubber, 6 rubber, go get a campina, before they continue for study, monitor, turn some, you go, wake up, they do and all the time. From the internet, they with some of small body the car up, 30 days, the same thing. So tell me, if they talk about the World Unhappiness Report, people in the future, all the report bias and even tell me if anything changed. All right? And now they talk about independence. The country is soon going to independence, but let's alone celebrate this year independence. We don't learn anything from that. All right. Now I'll take more messages. Fumble, go on YouTube on Weird or on TV Salon. Now YouTube, put your comments. I go try for it. Yeah? Do them fast because the program left 7 more minutes for later done. All right. Let's begin with this one. Princess, they say, good evening, Weird. And I thank you for the information. Thank you, Princess. All right. Maksud Jibril they say the most painful aspect is the fact that some officials will go tomorrow to the media and defend this finding. Our own researchers will only publish the bad when the situation is worse. I think that this is not the thing we thank you, Maksud Jibril, for putting this message, but that's not very, very interesting one way I really don't see. I think of late in Sierra Leone, people are not respond for present facts, but then they respond just for reply. For example, like I talk to now, some man they listen for make you actually get the actual picture of what they try for talk. If they respond no more because it won't reply to what they say. You know what I mean? People and they listen for understand and comprehend the real picture. People and they listen because they just want respond for counter. I think now of late now, so a lot of people and they do in other country they know they listen for understand the context and make a real sense out of the situation. But when they listen, they just want reply and counter. That's not the problem. And we do communications and media and they tell you say, they use lie when you need for talk through, when you need for present facts. Even in crisis communication, no use lie for cover situation because it will come back. All right. Why are they talking about this? Now this report don't come on out and don't put you in at the second last unhappy country in the world. This is 2025. Maybe when the government, public relations people begin spin and so them we can say, oh, now lie and lie, we don't do this and do that. Now in 4 years' time, or in 3 years' time to the 4th year, another one they come out. The same thing like how they say so. Go back and go check. Lights go down there. Water go be available. Ambulance, the first thing get emergency. Say, hey, we are human one born. I dey na old road. Do you I want them help me with ambulance for carrying go to hospital. 5 minutes for response. Okay. You're not going to say, oh, ambulance not get fuel or ambulance help the part or the tire don't come on or whatever. Okay. The lights, like how they talk about now blackouts, people they talk about this blackouts, blackout. In 4 or 5 years' time, it will be the same. The life expectancy, where other countries they talk about 90 something to 100 plus and more. We they talk about say if you then born in a salon, you grow up there, you did there. If you're a boy picking, if you don't pass 50 to 55 years, you don't get long life. If you're a woman, if you don't 60 to 65 years, you don't get long life. Is that fair enough? All right. Decision making, how people enable participate in decision making. If they vote for a particular person, and that person they get the power in any kind of election, whether in a school or whether in a village headman or whether in a any side, is it? How about the issue of rights, justice? Where somebody ask about your rights or something, it able better. And so that will reflect on the situation where, especially where this day they come where they talk about this man Blacker, where they say he don't die. The Solomon where he been get some mental health issues, and a lot of people been seeing they give them phone and comedy. Where they say he don't die, think about it, say Blacker at some point a whole government then take the man charge in a court, say because he cost the president. Somebody will get mental health crisis, then take him, waste state resources, police go arrest them, go lock an Aparemba road, charge in a court, go even team up for defender matter day, say somebody will get a mental health crisis and say it cost the president, and charge and go court for that. I haven't seen another video where some people are within their alliance and are supporters of the ruling party, being bitter mercilessly. Somebody will get a mental health crisis. Now they say today don't die, means all rest in peace. But put all of this together when you talk about rights and justice, equality, the rule of law, people and the waste resources in things that will not matter. For nothing. So when they talk about the World on Happiness report, people they're not able to talk again within their mind. People are afraid for talk within their mind. Somebody they get something. And I don't I also do conflict and peace. Actually, I get a diploma in conflict and peace as well. But then I always calm and mild but when they talk about say people then they put in their chest a lot of things because we need to suppress them, say they're not for talk, they're not for criticize the system, then now one way no more, no way not for talk, then they keep things in all of their mind. Okay? And it lead to their unhappiness. They lead to unhappiness. Which means you're not able to express even your feeling, even if something they go on when all right. All right? Unfortunately, so we're at the bottom unhappy countries in the world. All right? It'll watch you live on Facebook, YouTube, TV Salon and Riyadh, and the program are Beyond the Headlines. And we'll say again, we'll end this program. But continue for watching Amina Alpha, the host, the producer. The program will there. And this is not the table where you see. You see the index? All right, you see the country there. So you see Salon happiness index 0 unhappy to 10. So you see 0 to 10 happy. So which means then they ask you, like I said just now, they ask you in a scale of 0 to 10, how happy are you? They ask over 100 people. Think about it. They ask over 100 Sierra Leoneans at random. Man, woman, youth man, and all. They say, rate your happiness level on the scale of 0 to 10. How happy are you? With 10 being the happiness, 0 being the lowest. They all say 0. They ask you state of health. All right. You see under child and maternal mortality, inadequate and poverty. I talk about poverty just now. Work all day, money in their pockets, inequality. People are not able, they're not equal. Like in animal farm, what they say, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. All right. So look at that. So now look, you see, from 20, how the scale go, all right? 2023, 2020, 2020, 2013 to 2015, 2016 to 2017, 2018 to 2019, 2020 to 2021, 2022. So you see the curve? So which means like, you see how far down? You know, the happiness ranking is part of the World Happiness Report. The country scores are based on a survey in which respondents evaluate the quality of their current lives on a scale of 0 to 10. I don't talk about this. You see, 2013 to 2023. Look at the scale. It will just go down. You know, look what's up in 2013 in terms of happiness. 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19. You see the happiness curve. Then 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Look what's up for them in 2024. You see? So this is not the report, but like I say, the one that really work for government, and we can't begin defend, oh, this and this and this and this. But like I don't tell you, now based on all that I don't tell you, so now it's way they put this report together. And over 100 people surveilled and perception on a scale of 0 to 10. How happy are you? On a scale of 0 to 10, how effective the healthcare is. On a scale of 0 to 10, how you able to make decisions for the leader and listen to you. On a scale of 0 to 10, how you able to get small thing in your pockets for making able to feed your family. On a scale of 0 to 10, how you feel say if you know you become sick and able to treat them, or if you sick and able to treat them. On a scale of 0 to 10, how you feel say work day. On a scale of 0 to 10, how much you able to get in your pockets, so if you say if anything happen for emergency, they able to respond. All of that within the second lowest. I'll take the final text messages or messages we don't come. And thank you, Maxo Jibril, for that quality comment the way he put it. Where people in the good and they go begin spin amen, and they know more than one listen to. You know, I think that the only thing I say, even the debates that really take place now, the media and our salon, all now one way. If you critical on things, they don't they put you online. They don't even, you know, talk to them. You want to know more way now one way, and they know more than they put online most of the times. All right. Conte Edward Linux, they say, good evening, we had family. I want to thank you for the information. Chimamanda, they say, Salam alaikum. Family members, now we are Ramadan Mubarak to you all. Okay, thank you. Chimamanda. Victor Peacock, they say, we pray that the leaders of Sierra Leone emulate the style of Captain Ibrahim Traore. All right, Traore, you know, another Burkina Faso, the young, you know, guy, we, in fact, you know, even pull the country in the organization of French countries in West Africa because it's the organization where they protect the interests of Burkina Faso. All right, but yeah. Today, March 23, family, we can't wrap up the program now, but I just want to tell you, say March 23 today, 1991, the rebel and fire the first gunshot na Bomaru, where the war they begin from Bomaru, Kalaon district, take Camp Freetown. It lasts for 11 years, then destroy plenty property, kill people, and you know the research where they say some say 250,000 will die or more, you know, then cut people in hand, then burn people and property. The country, they pan run. Even a lot of people are saying have been senseless war because it won't be mean no sense, it don't make no sense. All right. Now, after that, 34 years later, from where that war even begin, now Bomaru. Salon not learning anything from that, with all what they go on in the country, or how the country will stabilize the systems. And this just can bracket with the report where the World Happiness Report, we put Salon, the second most unhappy country in the world, next to Afghanistan. We don't they get war and threats and instability now. So all we neighbor them. Think about Guinea, think about Liberia, think about the Gambia, think about Ghana, think about Nigeria, Togo, think about all in countries, Senegal, Mali, all in countries in Passway. We then at the bottom two. The only country where they pass now Afghanistan. Maybe if that's a war, not be well, not even maybe if threats not been there, if we don't pass through, right? And a report. All right. But maybe another comment. Been to Kale, they say, good evening, Alpha, welcome back. Another Sunday edition. All right. It's not the report again, like I say, 0 to 10, unhappy, see the curve, how's Alundu. All right. See the curve and see look into 2017, also one day, 2018, also day, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. And if you go down, you see also, like I say, the latest, you see the index, how it go down, the points they will score, all right? Okay, let's start with the happiness index, as you see, 2024, the points, 9.25. The human development, 0.458 in 2022. Women in parliament, all right, 28.19 in 2023. And the land use, the land area, 72.180. But so all of that put together within this kind of position. But Famble, as always, the program will end now. But don't forget to continue for subscribe to TV Salon and We Add on YouTube, on Facebook, and be part of the discussion. All right. So till we meet next Sunday by God in Power. Me and your producer Alpha, I will say thank you and continue for like, share, continue for even put your comments, even if we the program done, because the program not for you. All right. Next week I will do with my colleague them, for talk more. But we will end the program and just tell you, say, do ya. Today, March 23rd, if we learn anything, we learn, say, Salon, we can celebrate another independence anniversary. Make the leader then change their style of leadership. Let them allow the people and let the resources benefit the country and make, not really all bad news all the time. Drug trafficking, today said and say, the whole one Nigerian man with drugs, na airports, na lunge, and we name down the plate and drug all over the world and all of that. How the leader then able to make things right so that the country will be able to enjoy 7.5 million people. Some people are in city alone, some cities in Bokupas, plenty cities in the world, the one city known where Bokupas Salon. But with the whole country 7.5 million with all mineral resources. Obviously the leader then will remember say March 23 today, let the reflection go, let them change their ways. All right? Do the right thing, even if nobody knows they see you. Stand for something, even if it means standing alone. All right? With the left one now with a review in history, Emina Alpha from TVS Studios and We Add. All right? Until then, we'll meet next week. I tell you, thank you. God bless you all, and happy Ramadan to the Muslim them. Happy Lent to the Christian them. We'll meet back next Sunday by God in power. Thank you all.